Welcome to the Laney Rickman Blue-throated Macaw Reserve in Bolivia's Beni savannas. Here, across 6,000 acres of forest islands and tall grass palm savannas, we're working to save one of the rarest parrots in the world, the blue-throated macaw. Since 2005, Asociación Armonía has been installing and monitoring artificial nest boxes to replace the absent old-growth tree cavities that these birds need to breed. Today, nearly 1 in every 4 blue-throated macaws alive in the wild was born in one of these boxes. This year, 2025, marked another milestone: 32 eggs laid, 24 chicks hatched, and 19 fledged. The highest number ever for the second year in a row. That brings our total to 164 fledglings since the program began. But success didn't come without challenges. This year, footage from our camera traps revealed a new kind of conflict. Not with other species, but between blue-throated macaws themselves. We began noticing constant fighting near one nest. The young nesting pair, which had fledged from a box in recent years, was raising chicks when another, older pair without bands began perching close by. The older pair repeatedly attacked, preventing the parents from feeding their chicks. For days, the young chicks, just a few weeks old, received little to no food. What struck us was that the parents never abandoned the nest. They stayed nearby, visiting daily, but the aggressive pair drove them off every time they tried to approach. We sought advice from parrot conservation experts. One organization insisted we had to collect the chicks for captivity. Another was to move them to a different box far from the conflict. In the end, after long discussions with Ranger Cesar Sr., our parabiologist, we decided to act. Knowing the parents had not abandoned the chicks, they were just afraid to fly to the box, we began hand feeding them. One careful meal at a time. Every day, our team climbed to the box, gently brought down the chicks, and fed them by hand. Normally, we avoid this because the goal is always for the parents to raise their own young and to have as little impact as possible on successful nesting. Within 2 days without feeding, the first chick left the box and joined its parents. The second followed the very next day. The family was reunited, and these 2 young macaws are now flying free. Another story this season shows the delicate balance of instinct and human support. Macaw parents usually carve an oval exit hole in the nest so their chicks can leave. One younger pair possibly had not realized this yet. Their chicks grew healthy, but were trapped inside. Ranger Cesar climbed up with a knife and widened the hole. The very next day, the chick flew for the first time, a simple action that meant the difference between survival and failure. Over 20 years, the Nestbox program has changed the future of this species. From a single active nest in 2005 to 164 fledglings by 2025, the trajectory is clear. It took 16 years to produce the first 100 fledglings. At today's pace, the next 100 will only take 6 years. By 2027, we expect to reach 200 fledged macaws, a milestone that once seemed impossible. Thanks to the Nido Adaptivo Nestbox sponsorship program in partnership with Bird Endowment, 128 nest boxes were sponsored this year. Every nestbox is made possible by our sponsors, and every sponsor plays a part in this year's 19 new macaws. Debbie Schweikart of Arizona Bird Store had 1 chick fledge. 3 eggs were laid, 2 chicks hatched, but only one of them grew strong enough. This individual fledged on June 1st and was the last chick to fledge during the 2025 season. Alicia McLaughlin, in honor of Tango, had 2 chicks fledge from her nest box. After 2 seasons with no activity, this nest was used again and turned out to be successful. Capuchin monkeys did find this nest box, but when the chicks were mature, they were able to defend them off. A total of 3 eggs were laid, 2 chicks developed successfully until fledging. Bill Christian had 3 chicks fledge from his nest box. This nest was used for the first time this breeding season. The first egg was found right before the end of 2024. A total of 4 eggs were laid until January 7th. 4 chicks hatched, though by January 28th, 3 healthy chicks were left. Jennifer Perez and Winsley Pierre had 2 chicks fledged from their nest box. Out of 2 eggs, both chicks successfully hatched and developed until fledging. These individuals fledged on the 16th of May. Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium had 2 chicks fledged from their nest box. 3 eggs were laid in December. 2 chicks hatched and developed normally. Park rangers confirmed that these 2 are on the podium for the most noisy macaws. Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium had another box that fledged 2 chicks. For the 5th year in a row, the Macaw's favorite nest box has brought us 3 eggs, 2 chicks, both were able to fledge. Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium had another box that fledged 1 individual. 2 eggs found on December, though only 1 chick emerged on January. Little Warrior defied the odds and took flight in April. Matt Honig, American Bird Bands in memory of Brian Livesine. Another first nesting in this nest box. A pair of blue-throated macaws nested here, producing 3 eggs and fledging 2 chicks. When macaws explore, use, and adapt to new nest boxes, it provides a valuable opportunity to learn about their behavior in selecting breeding sites. Paul Tremley, in honor of Midge Gorman, had 1 chick fledged from his nest box. 3 eggs were laid on January 21st, hatching into 3 chicks by February. By March, only 1 chick remained in the nest. The other 2 were found dead the next day, likely killed by a barn owl. The surviving chick fledged successfully on April 25th, a reminder of the threats these macaws face even in protected nests. Wendy Foisted had 2 chicks fledged from her nest box. 3 eggs were found in the nest on December 6th, with 2 chicks hatching by January. This is the nest box where Armonía staff had to help feed the birds because of the more aggressive older pair not allowing the young pair to feed the chicks. Both fledged successfully in April. William and Lena Prostin had 1 chick fledged from their nest box. 3 eggs were found in this nest on November 30th, though only 1 chick hatched by December. The attentive parents provided care, but their inexperience led them to overlook preparing the nest entrance, preventing the chick from being able to fledge. When the well-fed chick struggled to fledge by March 16th, we carefully widened the entrance and it emerged successfully. The 2025 season gave us 19 more young macaws to strengthen the wild population. Each chick represents not only the effort of our team, but the dedication of our sponsors and partners. Together, we are giving the blue-throated macaw a fighting chance.